Hey all, it's Dan here, Numerical Lion, your late night decoder. um, Saw the story here. Lately, I've been seeing a trend of expensive sports cars in the news, and I'm going to link these two stories together. One was about a 5-year-old pulled over for driving parents' SUV to buy a Lamborghini. This is a unbelievable story, and I'll show you why it's so unbelievable. And the other story was about a Washington state police who pulled over some guy driving a Corvette going 192 miles an hour. Corvette and a Lamborghini. So let's focus on this story right now here. 5-year-old pulled over for driving parents' SUV to buy a Lamborghini. This story is so ridiculous. Um, so notice the five symbolism here. Boy pulled over about 5 minutes into drive. He's 5 years old. 5 minutes. This happened in the month of May, or the fifth month. So a 5-year-old boy pulled over by Utah Highway Patrol after trying to drive to California to buy a Lamborghini. This is so ridiculous. He was going 30 miles an hour, right? A multiple of five. 5 times 6 is 30. He's five. He had $3 in his pocket. The relationship between 5 and 3, right at 5 is the third prime number. See that? So that's the relationship, 5 and 3. He's got $3 in his pocket. Drove for 5 minutes. He made it to the 25th Street off ramp on I-15. More. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 3 is 15. Right? And here you can't see his face. Right? And so I was looking at some of the comments before I get into this decode. Where was the comments? So somebody says, I don't know if you can see this. Never know if people can see this or not. Somebody says, what's wrong with his face? And so somebody says, he's a minor, so his face must be hidden. Duh. And then I see a picture of the kid. Here he is. Here's a picture of the kid. So I think it's the same kid. 5-year-old, Utah boy. Here he is. Interstate 15 in Utah. All about the number 5. Utah is 50 or 5, right? 50 is 5. So let's get into the decode here. So this happened on 5/4. 5-year-old boy who was unnamed in the story that I saw, and then later on I found out his first name is Adrian. Anyway, 5-year-old boy equals 54. It's happened on 5/4. He got as far as 25th Street equals 54. Also, it equals 108. The 25th Street off ramp, but in fact, in the video, they show the officer pulling him over. It looks like he's on the highway. So anyway, he wanted to buy a Lamborghini. Equals 108. Lamborghini, like a $200,000 car. And 108 is 118, and it happened in Ogden, 18. Ogden, Utah, right? So he's an unnamed boy. They call him a Utah boy. Equals 29. And happened on a day with 29 numerology. Reported on 5/5. 5-year-old boy equals 55. A lot of fives in there. And then, as I mentioned before, Utah 50, 5. Utah is also 14. And it happened on a day was reported on a day with 50 numerology, like Utah, and a day with 14 numerology, like Utah. Also, if you write out 25th Street, it equals 50. 25, half of 50. And then Utah boy also equals 97. 97, a prime number, the 25th prime. So you got to 25th Street, 25. And Ogden, Utah equals 41 is where this happened. 25th Street, 41, 41, the reflection of 14, like Utah. 41, also the 13th prime. It happened on a day with 13 numerology. 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 is 13. So the CBS story is a little different. Looked at the different stories. Trooper Rick Morgan asked him a question and all this. It was even in the New York Times. So very underage driver. He's driving a Dodge Journey. His name's Adrian, and he managed to get the keys. He's 5 years old. See a picture of this kid. I mean, this kid looks big. I don't know if you can see that, but he looks pretty big for 5. And they got his identity crossed off, but oops. And this was, national news. He's pretty big. I mean, he looks a lot bigger than 5. So anyway, so he says, where did you come from? How did you get the car? He had $3 in his wallet. So 5-year-old boy equals 74 in full reduction. And his name is Adrian, equals 47. Reflection of 74. 47, the 15th prime. It was on Interstate 15 that they got him, right? Interstate 15 equals 47. 47, the 15th prime. The arresting officer, Rick Morgan, equals 109. 109, the 29th prime, like Adrian, like the day numerology of when it happened. On a day with 29 numerology. Rick Morgan also equals 55. The trooper involved, and he pulled over the Dodge Journey equals 55. Also, 5-year-old boy equals 55. Reported on 5/5. Dodge Journey also equals 181. And that's significant. 181, the 42nd prime. And 5-year-old equals 42. 5-year-old took the Dodge Journey, right? 42nd prime, and he's a boy, and he's 5. Boy and 5, both 42 in the same cipher. The cop asked him, where did you come from? How did you get this car? Equals 189. And he said he was going to go buy a Lamborghini. Equals 189. Freemasonic, I think, is 189 too. Freemasonic, also 108. These are Lamborghini numbers. Freemasonic, 108, 63, and 189. And Lamborghini. If you spell it right. Look at that. Oh, hold on a second. Lamborghini. I'll zoom it in even more. So it's a complete match in all the ciphers. And there's 63 too, except for the 54 for Freemasonic. Lamborghini, Freemasonic, one and the same. So I did some more digging about May 4th. It's Anti-Bullying Day. observed on May 4th. He's a kid, and it equals 229. 229 happens to be a prime number. It's the 50th prime. This happened in Utah. America equals 50. Of course, 50 is 5. We were talking about that number before. Reported on a day with 50 numerology. It's also Bird Day. Things you discover when you're decoding. It's Bird Day. Bird Day equals 63. Where have we seen that number? Bird Day 63. Like he flew the nest like a bird. Wanted to buy a Lamborghini equals 63 on Bird Day. He took off, on a Voyager. I mean, this is just unbelievable stuff. A 5-year-old who looks like he's 10 or 11, really, takes his parents' car. His parents are supposedly at work, too. They don't really explain that. Whose car was it? So May 4th is also Star Wars Day. And their slogan is, May the 4th be with you. That equals 108, like Lamborghini. Star Wars also equals 29, like Adrian. Right? Star Wars also equals 47, like Adrian. So here's a screenshot from the cop cam. Look at the time. They choose to screen capture this. 11:47, like Adrian, like Star Wars. On May 4th, right? Day we celebrate Star Wars. And there's more. So this all happened because of an argument with his mother. 293. And 293, we've seen this number before, the 62nd prime. Had an argument with his mother. 293, the 62nd prime, and took the Dodge Journey equals 62. Right, of course. So this story just seems so made up. I mean, come on. A 5-year-old kid, how did he reach the pedals and see what he was doing? I mean, I know he looks like a big kid, but still, the story makes no sense. And even in the comments, somebody said, what 5-year-old kid even knows how to start a car? The story sounds made up. Can't reach the pedals, can't see over the wheel. WTF. Funny to watch the comments. They're usually pretty annoying, but notice there's 35 comments. 35, 5 times 7, 35. Big 5 ritual here. He's 5 years old. I don't know about that. This is what he looks like here, supposedly. He's a big kid. So anyway, that'll do it. Big 5 ritual. Talking about sports cars and people talking about Lamborghinis. And I was looking up Lamborghini. And Lamborghini here, big bull on their crescent, on their shield here. And they were founded in 1963. Lamborghini equals 63. This happened on Bird Day equals 63. Right? Also COVID-19 equals 63. So I thought that was another coincidence. So there you go. Another coded story. You could look at his sister. I guess apparently his sister was there, even though he's got another sister. And Adrian's sister, Sydney Estrada, told KUTV she was watching the family's children while their parents were at work. She says she fell asleep. So I guess another sister. Let's look at her name. Sydney Estrada. So maybe the the boy's last name is Estrada. I don't know. Maybe. So let's look up her name. $54. We're just talking about that number in relationship to Freemasonic. Also, this happened on 5/4. Right. Also 81 like ritual. Just another ritual. 207 like 27 like ritual. So we'll look at, maybe this is the family name. Estrada. 49. I don't know if this happened on a day with 49 numerology. It did. I don't know if you can see that. Zoom in even more. So 5 plus 4 plus 20 plus 20. It happened on a day with 49 numerology. Estrada equals 49. Interesting. Equals 49. Also 121. Revelation numbers. Right? Revelation, when 5-year-olds start driving. So then he has $3 in his pocket. There's a significance to that. $3 related to 5. There's another thing I was going to look at too. $3 in his pocket. They kept on saying that in the media. $3 in his pocket. That equals 63. Like Lamborghini. Right? There's a number for America. America 132. All right, that's enough. Could go on forever, but gotta press on here. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day or evening or whatever to watch my video. Stand for Numerical Lion. Have a great one.